YouTube, what's going on, guys? Patrick here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Guys, today Bitcoin broke its all-time high. We're setting new highs and our price targets are getting even crazier. But there's one pattern that nobody is talking about that I want to share with you guys in this video, which is going to be extremely important for the short term. And now Ethereum's also lagging behind. It hasn't been able to break out from its pattern, which we're going to be talking about when we expect to see that happening. But nonetheless, the market is completely green today. Bitcoin's up just under 7%. It was higher just a little bit ago. Ethereum's up 4%. BNB, Binance Coin, is up 16.7%. It's at $150. Guys, this thing was under $50 not more than a couple of weeks ago. It's already 3x. It might have been even more than a 3x. I don't remember. I have a little bit of it stored on Binance, and I mean, it's been blowing up. So I can't really complain. Most of the market is green. Pretty much all the market is green with the exception of the stable coins, obviously, doesn't count, and Doge, which is doing its own thing in another universe with Elon Musk. And I mean, there's nothing much we can say about that. But let's look at Bitcoin. You can see exactly what I'm talking about over here. A few people talked about it at first, but since the all-time high broke, not many people are giving us the insights, or not many people are talking about this. And it's extremely important. Even though we have the new all-time high, even though we had the new peak set up here, it was at like just under $52,000. It broke from the $50,000 mark. We talked about that in the previous video where we thought this was going to happen sooner rather than later. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these were going to break their all-time highs. We saw that happen. We saw it get to 52,000, retrace back to 51,000 right now, but it is still trading in this channel. If we zoom into let's go into the 4 hour, it is still trading in this channel with multiple touches of support and multiple touches of resistance. And even right now, we see it touched the resistance. It's starting to have a few candles to the downside. Now, this support lines up extremely well with the EMA ribbon on the 4-hour time frame, acting again as support as it drags it up and helps it maintain on the upward trajectory. Until we break this, we're not going to be seeing that $60,000 Bitcoin. Again, this is a pattern which I would expect to break to the upside given all the bullish information, all the bullish news that's coming out. We're going to talk about some of that came out just a few hours ago. With all that bullish stuff coming out, we expect the price to break to the upside. It could break to the downside. It would make things maybe turn a little redder on these smaller time frames, the short term, but long term still look really good. Bitcoin could come back down into this level, which is the $49,000 mark. And that would be extremely bullish. That would be extremely fine if we come up here, bounce, and then have the next leg up. So if you missed Bitcoin moving just to this new all-time high and you're wondering when you can get into Bitcoin and when you can buy in at a good time, well, two things we're going to watch out for. Number one is watching for a breakout of this resistance. If we have candles coming up here, if we've got volume to back it up, if we get that confirmation break that, yeah, we're breaking above this resistance right now, green light, we can get into Bitcoin, we can enter a long position on Bybit, we can just buy in Bitcoin on the spot market, and we can ride it to the upside, to the higher targets. But if that doesn't happen yet, what we can hope for, especially if you haven't bought in and you haven't entered a trade, what you're waiting to do that, what you would hope for is Bitcoin retesting this support and bouncing off of that. Because being able to enter down here at 49 versus entering at 52 obviously is going to make a big difference when it comes to your gains, especially if you have any type of leverage on there. Again, Bybit's the exchange I use. Links are down below to Bybit. There's a Bybit tutorial. We have the #1 Bybit tutorial on YouTube. We go through everything for beginners, as well as Bybit, where if you sign up, they give you a certain amount of money depending on how much you deposit. They give you some free money to trade with, and all the profits are yours to withdraw. So it's a free trade. Might as well learn how to use the platform because everybody who is successful trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are using these platforms. We'll watch for the entry position here. Extremely bullish. Bitcoin broke up again. We're making higher highs over and over again. We are making higher lows over and over again as well. All that's extremely bullish. We're above the EMA ribbon on the 1-hour time frame. Extremely bullish. Watch for a break of this channel. That's going to be extremely, extremely important on the 1-hour time frame. On every time frame, we've been above the EMA ribbon. Same thing here as well. Had that break up, then came back down, testing the EMA ribbon right here. Potential entry would be in the middle if we don't actually get all the way down, but that's going to be up to you, your risk tolerance, what your strategy is, how that's going to play out. All I'm saying is watch this channel. Breakouts either up or down, if it does happen, up or down of this channel are going to provide insane amounts of profits for people to be able to get into. Now, Ethereum hasn't been as nice to us. Ethereum hasn't made its new all-time high. Ethereum was actually making lower highs if we look at here and then here and then here until just recently where we had this wick come in. But it was making lower highs. It was also making higher lows over here. And we see a clear trend line where we have had multiple touches of the support. Now, with these multiple touches of the support, we bounced up back to the same resistance range. Although we were making lower highs here, the range of the resistance was still the same. It was in at around 1,840, on the upside around $1,880. Again, just coming in here, rejecting down, right? Bouncing here, rejecting down, rejecting down. Now looking again like it could be having that rejection to the downside. Entries for Ethereum would be, again, EMA ribbon, watch out for that, as well as the support that we have on the trend line as well. But we're nearing closer and closer to when we need to have a breakout. Because if Ethereum does manage to stay in this pattern, we have the resistance up here, we have the support down here. This pattern finishes on the 20th of February. It is the 17th of February right now, when usually these patterns don't wait till the end. They usually break out at some point before the end happens, usually around where we are right now. So with everything going on with Bitcoin going to the upside, everything going on with Bitcoin looking extremely bullish, new all-time highs, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ethereum do something very, very soon, break to that upside as well, get to that $2,000 mark, have resistance there, and then try to break above that and move into the 2,200, 300, 400, 500. I've seen people say $5,000 Ethereum. Maybe, you guys know I'm not one to try and predict the exact top. I'm going to make money if Ethereum goes up, if Ethereum goes down, if Ethereum goes sideways. No matter what, as long as you're in the right positions, you're going to make money, right? So that's my goal. I'm not trying to predict the exact top. If it goes to 5K, I'm going to make money on it. If it doesn't go to 5K, I'm still going to make money on it. Just don't be the guy who holds the bag, right? We've seen what happened with GameStop. If you guys were looking at the stock market, most people lose, even in GameStop. Most people ended up losing. A few people bought in early, then it went to $500. Everyone was saying, no, don't sell anything, hold all of your GameStop. And then now GameStop's at like 40 bucks and they're still holding GameStop. Just don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy and you should be fine. You should be making money in this market. The 4 hour for Ethereum, again, bounced off of the EMA ribbon perfectly. The candle closes few wicks below, but the candle closes on the EMA ribbon were absolutely perfect. Again, the resistance is up here. Room again for it to come down to bounce off the EMA ribbon. The EMA ribbon is going to line up really nicely with the support that we have drawn of the breakout triangle that we are hoping to see break to the upside relatively soon. Daily time frame, again, all of these are just well above the EMA ribbon on the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour. My favorite time frames, all of Bitcoin, Ethereum, most of these guys, they're all above the EMA ribbon, which means we are still in a bullish trend. That's the most important thing. We're still in bullish trends. The idea here is to find majority long positions, a few shorts if the opportunity is there, majority long positions to enter at the right price and to ride these things to the upside, because like I've been saying, even Ethereum from here, if it goes to that $2,300 mark, is a 29% return. Put a 10x leverage on it. That's 290% profit. That's 2.9x your money. If you put in 1,000, you come out with 3,000. It's as straightforward as that. When we're in this bullish trend and we can catch all these longs, these are the opportunities that you want to be watching out for. Now, if you want to see all the trades that myself and my expert team are entering, you guys know already if you've been part of the channel. First link down below in the description is our cryptocurrency trade alert group. Every single one of our altcoin trades, which have been killing it recently, every single one of our leverage trades, which have also been killing it recently, you'll get access to the number one community in the cryptocurrency space. But most importantly, it is free for 14 days. So for 2 weeks after you sign up, you'll see every trade that we enter in real time. I post these trades as soon as we see them, as soon as we're going to enter them, they get posted in there. So there's no buffer time in between. There's never, I got into a trade, other people weren't able to see it. Every time that I enter a trade, my team looks at a trade, we see it's a green light and we're going to enter, it gets posted for the group as well. If it doesn't work for you, if you don't like it, you can cancel. You'll avoid getting charged. It's really as simple as that. But big news coming out for Bitcoin. This is, not just Bitcoin, crypto in general. The world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, confirmed that they're looking into Bitcoin. Now, by looking into, I'm going to probably go ahead and say that they probably own a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and say they probably own some, because every other time that people have looked into Bitcoin, we find out that they looked into meant buying, and we will announce it later, and then the price will spike later. Just like Tesla, they didn't buy at the same time the announcement came out. They were buying it in bulk before, they announced it after, the price spiked after. Probably a very similar thing going on here with a majority of these big institutions are now looking at it. They're looking at it as a hedge, even if it's a hedge against the dollar. They're looking at it, they're buying up. I believe I saw an interview with, who was it? I don't remember exactly. A big name, a guy, I'm pretty sure he's a billionaire. And he was saying that right now institutions make up a small percentage of the crypto market, probably a little bigger. I believe it's probably a little more than he said in reality. He was saying it's somewhere like 5%. I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably a little bigger. We just don't know of it. And that over the next few years, it's probably going to get closer to like 50 to 80% institutional investors. Do the math there. If that does happen, prices, I mean, supply and demand, right? Supply is supply with Bitcoin. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. A bunch of those are lost. It only get, every 4 years we have the halving for print. Its supply is not going to move up very much. Demand, if 50 to 80% of money in here is going to be institutional, demand's going to skyrocket. So by that logic, prices are going to do pretty well if this does come out to be true. If 50 to 80% of crypto is institutional investors, the price is going to go up a lot. Now, this was really cool just to throw in here at the end. British private jet firm said that just under 20% of its tickets are bought via Bitcoin. This is private fly. You can buy private jets with Bitcoin. The prices are not far off from what prices I've been seeing. This is you charter the whole plane. They don't have share charters, which is something else that you can do. I don't know if that's interesting at all, but share charters, you book 1 or 2 seats out of the private jet. Other people can book the rest, and you pay a fraction of the price, or you charter the whole jet. This is New York to Miami. I typed in to take a look, from $13,600. But you're able to pay in Bitcoin. So again, 20% of their ticket sales means there's a lot of people making a lot of money in the crypto space. A lot of people have seen their portfolios blow up, and so they're starting to spend a little bit of it, probably in order to avoid selling it into their currency to not have to pay tax on that transaction over there. So that's probably the reason they're doing it. I don't know if it's gonna, I'm not saying I'm gonna do this. I'm not saying you guys should do this. All I'm saying is if this much Bitcoin is being spent on luxury items like private jets and stuff like that, it means there's a lot of people with big wallets and a lot of people doing very well in this space. So I'm sure you guys are doing pretty well. The market's been up. You should be making money in this space no matter what. But if you guys are going to fly private, let me know down below in the comments. Maybe you guys use these guys. Maybe you don't. I've used a few of the shared charter ones. I don't really need a whole plane. I'm not much myself. I don't have a lot of people around me that need a full plane. But hey, maybe if Bitcoin goes to $1 million, we'll start doing that for fun, because why not? But guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts, and make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on to check back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday when we upload a new video to stay up to date with what's going on with crypto, how to make money in this market, the most important part, how to make money in this market. Doesn't matter if it's going up, down, sideways, up, in spirals. How to make money in this market is the most important part, and you can do it no matter what's happening with the market. So make sure you guys are subscribed with your notifications turned on, and I'll see you guys on Friday for another video.